Bankruptcy law. At one time, individuals who could not pay their debts were jailed. Today, however, both organizations and individuals can seek relief by filing for bankruptcy. It comes under bankruptcy law. The code granted permission not to pay some or all debts. Hundreds of thousands of individuals and tens of thousands of businesses file for bankruptcy each year, and their numbers continue to increase. Why do individuals and businesses file for bankruptcy? Cash flow problems and drops in individual and business files for bankruptcy. Cash flow problems and drops in farm prices caused many farmers, banks, and small businesses to go bankrupt. In recent years, large enterprises such as Unital Airlines, RH Massey, have sought protection of bankruptcy laws as part of strategies to streamline operations, cut costs, and regain profitability. Three main factors account for the increase in bankruptcy filings. Number one, the increased availability of the credit. Number two, the fresh start provisions in current bankruptcy laws. Number three, the growing acceptance of bankruptcy as a financial tactic. In some cases, the creditors force an individual or firm into involuntary bankruptcy and press the courts to award them payment of at least part of what they are owed. For more often, however, a person or business chooses to file a court protection against creditors. In general, individuals and firms whose debts exceed total assets by at least $1,000 may file for voluntary bankruptcy. Business bankruptcy. A business bankruptcy is a business bankruptcy may be resolved by one of the three plans. Number one, under a liquidation plan. Number two, under a payment plan. Number three, under a reorganization plan. Let's talk about all three of them one by one in detail. Under a liquidation plan, the business ceases to exist, its assets are sold, and the proceeds are used to pay creditors. Under a repayment plan, the bankrupt company simply works out a new payment schedule. And now I'm talking about the second one. Number two, under a payment plan, this is the second one. Under the payment plan, the bankrupt company simply works out a new payment schedule to meet its obligations. The time frame is usually extended and the payments are collected and distributed by a court appointed trustee. Number three is reorganization plan. Reorganization is the most complex form of the business bankruptcy. The company must explain the sources of its financial difficulties and propose a new plan for remaining in the business. Reorganization may include a new slate of managers, and new financial strategy. A judge may also reduce the firm's debts to ensure its survival. Although creditors naturally dislike debt reduction, they may agree to the proposal since 50% of one's due is better than nothing at all. Legislation passed since 1994 has made some major revisions in bankruptcy laws. For example, it is now easier for individuals with up to $1 million in debt to make payments under installment plans instead of liquidating assets immediately. In contrast, the new law restricts how long a company can protect itself in bankruptcy while continuing to do the business. Critics have charged, for instance, that many firms have succeeded in operating for many months under bankruptcy protection. During that time, they were able to cut costs and prices, not only competing with unfair advantage, but also dragging down overall industry profits. The new laws place time limits on various steps in filing process. The intended effect is to speed up the process and prevent assets from being lost to legal fees.